welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. I've been away a bit recently and my skin broke out, and one of the reasons that I didn't film so much was because I had a massive outbreak of what is known as periorbital and perioral dermatitis, and it all came up here. I don't know if you can still see it there now. It's covered in concealer, and it was kind of my own fault really. I was run down and I've been flying a lot, and I'd been to the States and back, and it'd been really rainy and muggy, and I'd been filming and wearing quite a lot of makeup, and where my glasses come on my face there, I got a blocked pore, and it got quite angry. And so one day I decided to put some glycolic acid on it, and I put a liquid glycolic acid on, and it ran down here and down the side of my face here, and within a day it was hugely inflamed and sore. And I don't know if you know, but this area of your face is where skin scientists test products for sensitivity, because it's the most reactive area of your skin here, because it's really highly vascularized. In other words, it's got all those tiny little blood vessels. So if they test an area here and it irritates here, then that's a warning not to use that ingredient or that product, or to reformulate it. So I basically did my own test on glycolic acid and got a huge breakout. So what I wanted to share with you today was, if you get that kind of breakout, whether it's a product breakout or whether you're unwell or whether the weather's really bad and your skin is really chapped and sore and red and irritated, I wanted to share with you my 4 essential products for when that happens, because to me, a week in now, they really are making my skin look much better, and I feel much more confident than I would normally, walking around with a huge sort of red pox mark. Honestly, it was shocking. And this is the first one. This is Dactacor HC, and I call this my Booboo Cream because if I have a boo-boo, this is what I put on it. And I'm always telling my friends to go and buy it. You get it over the counter at the chemist. And it's actually formulated for fungal skin infections because it has miconazole in it, which is a really mild antifungal ingredient, similar to the ketoconazole you find in some dandruff shampoos. And it's the active ingredient that kills fungal foot infections. And you think, why would you want to put that on your face? Well, add to that 1% hydrocortisone, which is an anti-inflammatory topical steroid, very mild, very safe to use. And what you end up with is a kind of all-in-one wonder cream that works on insect bites, redness. I've got one earlobe that gets really sore from my earrings, but which is really strange because they're precious metals, so I have no idea why, but it just does. And if I've been working out and I get a bit of a sort of rash where my workout gear is rubbed into me, or I get a dry bit of skin on my elbow, anywhere basically, this is my magic cream. You buy it over the counter and the chemist will say to you, are you going to use that on your face? And you say, no. Have you used it before? Yes. Trust me. By the time it takes for your little red rash to clear up, you'll only have been using it twice a day for maybe a week or 10 days. It really does work, and I've asked the approval of lots of dermatologists and skin doctors, and they said actually it's a brilliant little over-the-counter product. It's got a mild antimicrobial ingredient in it as well, an antibacterial ingredient in it, so it's a kind of a triple whammy, and I love it. I've always got a tube of this on hand. The other thing I turn to when my skin is super sensitive is I drop all my anti-aging ingredients, all my salicylics, all my glycolics, all my retinols, and I rely on La Roche-Posay Cetaplast. Cetaplast is a range of damage relief products. That's the only way I can put them. This is the Pro Recovery skincare, and they are unscented, they are loaded with really nourishing ingredients that basically help rebuild your skin's barrier function, because that's what's happened here, is the skin is irritated, it's overshedding, it's peeling, it's sore, it's itchy as hell, and I've got to try to stop scratching it. And this basically is like a long cool drink of water and a hug to irritated skin. The whole range is brilliant. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. And then you need to cover up redness if you're going to go out in public. Luckily enough, I can hide away for days writing features, but you do need a concealer, and 9 times out of 10, a liquid concealer or a mineral oil based concealer on an area of redness will instantly cause my skin to start itching. And the times I've sat there with an area of redness and I felt it, and it just drives you mad. And the only concealer that works for me, you won't be surprised to hear, is Derma Blend. These sticks are little mini wonders. I have 3 shades on hand. I think this is Sand, but I also use Nude as well, which is slightly lighter. They're not formulated for around the eye area, but they are formulated for spots, redness, dryness, irritations. They are non-comedogenic, so they're formulated not to clog your pores. And for me, they're the only ones that I can use on an area of redness that conceal it and don't irritate it and make the problem worse. Otherwise you end up in a kind of a diminishing circle of concealers that tend to make spots and red breakouts worse, and then you hide them and then it gets worse and worse and worse and it starts to spread. At that point, that's when you need that cream. And finally, you also need an SPF on your skin. I use a mineral makeup which does have an SPF in it, but working on the principle that damaged skin needs to be time to repair and recover. It needs to be protected from everything. And at that point, I get out my Paula's Choice. This is the neutral SPF powder. Sorry, I should have cleaned it before I showed it to you, but it is proof that I use it. It's a slightly yellow-based neutral powder, and it's an SPF 15. And you can just wear it actually on top of your concealer. That's enough for you, kind of, you know, if you've got to go down the high street, as long as you haven't got to appear on TV or go and meet friends for a night out. That's enough coverage for me to protect my skin when it's flaring up. I actually love the whole Paula's Choice range, but this is a brilliant titanium dioxide based product. So it's a huge mineral that sits on the surface of the skin, protects your skin, doesn't irritate your skin at all. So they are my 4 little mini SOS skin products that I rely on so much. There is an ounce of scent in any of them. They are full of active ingredients, full of concealing, full of caring, and full of protecting ingredients, but that you can use them with impunity on any red rash or breakout. I really hope they work for you, because it's taken me a long time to discover these products, and I'm very lucky that I don't normally suffer from my skin, but now I am. I have complete empathy and sympathy for anybody that does. So if you've got any questions about your skin, if you do suffer from breakouts or any other skin problems, ask questions below, subscribe, and I promise to help. And thank you for watching the Beauty Know-It-All.